What's up, guys? Corporal24 here. Good evening. Yeah, I just got back about an hour ago, and I'm going to start my USA turn and Chinese turn. Axis&Allies anniversary, 41 setup. I'm playing the Allies, and I'm up against Sam Kenny and Variance, and they're playing the Axis. So, this is what the board looks like as I begin America's second turn. Good round by the Italians. They're starting to dwindle my forces in Egypt, and Egypt could be on its last leg. It doesn't look too good, so good moves by the Italians and Germans. And yes, I'll land that bomber back in London as he bombed Leningrad with England on its last turn. Okay, well, here's my America buy. I have $40, and I'm going to buy 2 destroyers, transport, a fighter, and artillery. And that basically leaves me with $3 left over. And I will start my combat. Hope everyone's having a nice Sunday as we get ready for Monday. Okay, so I have a bomber here. Question is, where do I want to send it? I'm going to bomb Leningrad. Now, I can only bomb 4 max at that factory because it's worth 2. And here is the big battle. I'm going to attack this Japanese Navy. I'm going to bring a bomber. I'm going to bring my carrier and 2 fighters. I'm going to bring my destroyer. And I'm going to bring my fighter from San Francisco Bay. So this is going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, yes. And if I survive, he's got to land on a carrier somewhere. So let's get this in the battle board. This is the big one. If I do win that battle, you have 4 transports. So I'm hoping I can sink those transports if I win. So I have a fighter, bomber, destroyer, and a carrier loaded with 2 more fighters. So that's what the battle looks like, boys. And carriers in this game defend at 2 and they attack at 1. Maybe double check here. Aircraft carrier. Attack 1, defend 2. Yep. So it's a little different from global. As you know, global, they don't get to attack, but they do get to defend, and they take 2 hits to sink. So let me make sure that's all my combat moves before I start rolling these dice here. Yeah, okay. Well, it is what it is. Okay. So here we go, boys. This is for my carrier. That's a miss. Here's my destroyer. That's a hit. And here is for my 3 fighters. Come on, boys. That is 3 more hits. 4 hits right there. And here's for my bomber. Hit. 5 hits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Knocked him out. Okay, so here is for Japan. This is for their carrier. That's a hit. And here's for your 3 4s. Got a hit, missed twice. Okay, so you hit me twice. Wow, that's a huge victory for the Yanks in the Pacific. Gosh, what do I want to lose here? Oh, so these 4 transports are now gone. So Japan lost 4 transports, a carrier, battleship, and 2 fighters. And I have to lose 2 units. So what's it going to be here, boys? Let's go a destroyer. And, let's see here, 1, 2. Yeah, destroyer and a fighter will lose. This carrier will stay there with 2 fighters on it. I will move this bomber in non-combat after. And we have a bombing raid in Leningrad. So here's your AA gun. Miss. And here is my roll. 2. So that factory is damaged at 4 now, and it's maxed out. So there are 4 chips now here on Leningrad. And it will land back on London. These guys will stay put. So I have a loaded carrier in the Philippines. Let's see. This carrier is going to move to sea zone 57 with 2 destroyers here. So I have 3 destroyers and a naked carrier there. This transport is going to take 2 men from Hawaii. And where do I want to send them? Let me see here. Where do I want to send that transport? Those 2 guys. There. This guy's going to go here to western U.S., by the way. Where do I want to send? Let me see here. Let me think for a second. These 2 guys from Hawaii with this transport are going to head down to Australia and sea zone 47. They're going to hang out there. Sea zone 47, transport and 2 men. We'll just chill there. This bomber. Where do I want to land this bomber? 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to land him in Australia, but just let me make sure here. One, two, three, four. Actually, this bomber I'm going to land. Trying to think, where the heck do I want to land that bomber? Yikes. One, two, three. I could go back to Hawaii. You know what? I'm going to keep him in Hawaii. I'm going to bring him in Hawaii. Put him back there. He's better there. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of like him better actually in Wake Island. I'm going to keep him at Wake. That's a perfect spot for him. Is it? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, Wake Island's good. Okay, so we'll stay at Wake Island. So let's see here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, we'll keep it on Wake Island. Okay, fair enough. So my fleet here is still the same. No movement. Infantry, artillery, transport, destroyer. Still have the Yank bomber in London with the fighter on the British carrier. The Philippines carrier with 2 fighters. Wake Island infantry and a bomber. 57. 3 destroyers, 2 American, 1 British, and an empty carrier. And down here, sea zone 47, I have a transport and 2 men. And I think 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll be it for my non-combat. I'll place my units. 2 American destroyers going in sea zone 10. Transport, fighter, and artillery going in the west coast. So that is America's turn. So the Pacific is starting to thin out a little. We'll see what Japan does. Kind of curious. But it's starting to become very interesting. And the European side is very interesting. Germany has a big turn coming up. See what the Germans do. Okay, so U.S. starts at 40. I lost the Philippines, so I'm down to 38. I'm at 38, but I did save 3, so U.S. is at 41. And China will not do anything. I don't collect any men or anything because I only have 1 territory. So China's done. So U.S. is done at 41. And China can't do anything. So round 2 ends, and I will pass the torch on to Variance for Germany's 3rd turn. Maybe I'll do it tonight. It's back to Monday tomorrow, so I know some of us have to work or go to school or, so you may be getting ready to go to bed. But yeah, whenever you have a chance. Okay, guys. Deuces.